this one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. K.J. Hamler returning it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. 5 yards on the game's. First play, 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Locke. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. First carry for Nick Chubb. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. This one swung out to Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Locke now on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw it is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. This will be caught. Judy. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Locke working out of the gun. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
The Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this, in Miami.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Drew Lock, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A give running right is Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Locke's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, it's Williams.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Locke now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying, don't panic, and then
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Down right around the 25. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow them up.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Clock now to throw. Flush to his right. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to get this one past the 30. Down to the 25. On first down, Locke. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you could see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes. It goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams from 4 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14.
Browns 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bouncy.
It got his man complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Locke to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Locke going to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Locke. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Browns 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mayfield off the play fake. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another 1st down. 2nd and 10. Here's Baker. Flushed out right. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got the first. Now Mayfield lost the football, and that'll get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Check back. Slam. Real. 47, Mike, 47. Here we go. Check three.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll get this out to about the 38-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you can hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody.